ball. And look at the Zerglings actually stopping. The Reapers are going to get caught here. The Roach is coming in from behind. Are they going to be able to get out? I don't know. Reaper's so fast and just not enough creep. They're going to be able to get up this cliff. He's going to lose about 2 or 3 Reapers there. Maybe a 4th? And the Zerglings actually coming in from behind.
Yeah, they
the
got
Reapers.
caught.
Stim going off though. Are they going to fight here? They are going to engage IdrA, doing some work on these Marines, although the Marauder count is just so high. The Roach is taking a lot of damage, but I take it back. MorroW's actually going to be pushed back. Re-stimming though, doing some work, and it looks as though both players are just going to kind of equal out here. Go ahead, Marty.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get the surround on him with the Zerglings and cut him off, his Roaches will pick him apart. So I think what's really key is if he can get his Zerglings right behind him, that'll be it. Like, all these users, you can see how much damage he's doing right now just with his Roaches.
Right, and actually a bit of a blunder there. IdrA, I think he had a mid-hotkey. His Roaches were kind of sitting there towards the end of the battle, not doing a whole lot. And a drone actually coming out here, trying to maybe lay a 3rd down. Not going to happen, though.
Oh, he's using the cliff.
Yeah, he had the Zelnaga tower. I want to call it a temple because I played so much StarCraft 1 and...
Like I said, Cybernetics TV, old school.
Old school, there it is. As old school as it gets. So old school, I played StarCraft 1 on iCup. Oh my god, that's not that old school. That was popular until the day SC2 came out, and even now it is. Baneling's being produced now, though, for the Zerg player, and it does look as though Baneling's speed is done. We do have armor. I believe it's only armor level 1 being researched right now. And Overlord speed was finished. Zergling speed. Yeah, that was finished. I wonder when. MorroW taking a 3rd now. Actually, looks like he's going to be getting the high yield. Whereas IdrA just taking this more forward 3rd. Once he secures that, he will be able to take the high yield behind it, though. So I do like that play. It does get scanner sweep, though. Are we going to see Marine Marauder just coming out here? And in this game, we do see the tech coming out, though. We are going to see some medevacs. So, I mean... Marine Marauder, Stim Medevacs versus Ling, Baneling, Roaches. Oh god, this game's gearing up to be quite the macro battle. Personally, I think Blistering Sands is a Terran favored map with all of the tiny chokes, but he does scan and he does see IdrA's army. He's choosing to engage, but backing up, trying to play the sight game. Maybe I think it would actually benefit IdrA here with all the melee units. The bushes. To the left of that Zelnaga tower, and we do see some more Banelings, I believe. It sounded like they were being morphed in. I don't know. Question is, do you want all Banelings? Do you want more Zerglings than Banelings? Do you want pure Zergling? What unit composition is IdrA going to do? A lot of players will tell you that they feel SC2 is a lot based on just a unit composition, not even so much micro. I mean, obviously your macro is important, but... I'm sorry, would you say, Soupy? Infestation pick going down for the Zerg. Thank you, Snoopy. It's actually done, and it does look as though... Oh, it is up. And yeah, it looks as though, not neuroparasite, but the energy, the pathogen glands coming out. So, Infester, Baneling, Zergling, Roach. Zerg army starting to get scary, but at the same point in time, Terran coming out with some tanks. I assume going to be coming out with some medevacs. He does have medevacs coming out. So... Are we going to see some
looks
drops
like he might
go Terran player?
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the drop, but dropping onto there's nothing.
Well, I mean, if you do drop in the main, you might be able to take out some of these important buildings.
Yeah.
Just even if you take out the... oh, I just realized Tier 3 actually is finished for the Zerg player. And we do have the...
here we go.
The drop coming in. And are we going to see the Evolution Chamber going down? There are a lot of Zerg Banelings here for the defense. So we are going to see MorroW coming here at the 3rd as well, throwing a backstab kind of, and the Roach is going to be able to defend that. Great play by IdrA, defending the drop and the counterattack at the 3rd. Not the counterattack, but the semi-flank attack. I don't know necessarily what you would call that, but two-pronged attack, so to speak. And great job by IdrA. And look at the creep tumors that are just spreading creep all over. The Zerg army is so fast. It's pretty sickly everywhere. And IdrA actually choosing to attack here. Roach is doing work on a supply depot, not the bunker. Baneling's coming in. I think IdrA might need to pull back. Bit of a blunder. They're losing about 24 Zerglings. That is unfortunate. Lost a lot of Zerglings, some Banelings there, and some Roaches, although not a whole lot of either of those two. But really, your Zerglings, you use them to get those surrounds to put your enemy in a bad position. Definitely, they're there to do work on some Marauders and hopefully some siege tanks. Losing a lot of those, how do you think his army stands right now against the Terrans?
I mean, well, now Terran's starting to get siege up, and it's just siege is, disgustingly good against almost any unit, but especially Zerg. It's really a toss-up now because I mean this is big. This is turning into a big match right now. So it really could go either way, I think.
Definitely.
It all depends really on how much IdrA micromanages his units. Like, I mean, he's got to know that those tanks are there. Well, maybe he doesn't actually. He doesn't have vision. But yeah, he's definitely got to scout out some more, try to figure out what the Terran player is doing, because if you look at the both of them, they don't really know what each other's doing, but they can guess pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think there's going to be a too much of a variation from the Marine Marauder tank medevac.
Yeah.
We will talk about that in about 2 seconds, but right now we do see MorroW moving in with a lot of Marines and a lot of Marauders. Huge roads going off.
Ooh.
I swallowed water down the wrong throat.
Wow.
Unbelievable play,
There we
though.
go.
Siege tanks doing some work still, though. We had a few siege tanks survive. Ultra's trying to come in, but those Marauders and siege tanks going to do absolute destruction to it, and we do see the third going down. The Ultra's Cavern armor is almost finished. You gotta finish. Oh no, armor's not gonna finish. That's huge, and he does cancel it in time. I'm sorry about the commentary. Oh wow, look at all these drones coming in. You gotta move back, IdrA. Be careful. And MorroW, great timing push, was able to secure the choke point. I got water on my keyboard and stuff. I'm gonna clean this up. Marty, take over for me.
Oh man. Well, I'm trying to think. Not really one much of a caster, but I'll try to do my best. I mean, you can see right now the Terran's armor's been pushed back, so we'll have to see how he counterattacks this. I mean, he's got more units than the Zerg right now, but he does have these Ultras up, so let's see what happens there. If you can catch his tanks off guard, or yeah, he's not sieging them, so that's surprising them. Well, not really. I mean, if he sieged them, they'd be dead. Let's see. Yeah, he's got his command center just floating around here. I'm trying to see if he's expanding out. Well, he does have the high yield, and he's got, let's see, his income. Yeah, 70 over 44. Phew. He's really taking it in. But, definitely.
All right.
Does he have a Spire up?
I don't believe there's a Spire out. I would assume the Ultralisk Cavern was rebuilt. Armor is being researched. We do have Infestor Ultralisk, so pretty gas intensive is IdrA here, but he's sitting on 1,200 gas almost. So, and look at this beautiful, cute little bunker set up by Mouse up here. Actually building a mini wall at that expansion, and the Ultras coming in. The Infestors got to hit a good fungal growth here. I don't know if they're going to be able to. MorroW has to back up into the rest of his army. Marauders, though, coming in, they're going to be doing some work. And it looks as though Ultralisk may not have been the greatest pick. Infestors might get picked off by some Marines here. And you got to be careful. I mean, the reason you actually don't want to siege your tanks against Ultralisk at times. Oh wow, these Ultras getting torn up. The MMM ball, is just so big right now for MorroW. And GG coming out from IdrA. I have to agree with that one. He lost technically his fourth at the time because the high yield was just getting up and running. And as soon as MorroW made that push through the bottom area, and I mean, just look at the choke. Look at that choke. It's really hard for Zerg on this map because everywhere you go is a choke point, and it's just hard to get good flanks. It's hard to get good fights off. So I give it to IdrA. He did everything he could, but I think that MorroW really abused the map the way he needed to. Not abused, used the map the way he needed to, and pushed through a nice choke point. Took out IdrA's third without that third, and actually taking out the Ultralisk Cavern and stopping the research from going. That was kind of sealed the deal as well. I mean, losing one base to Zerg is not the end of the world in certain situations, but not having +2 extra armor, not having that 6 armor really fast, I think that really did hurt the damage potential of these Ultralisks. So good play by MorroW. Anything to add, Marty?
No, I think you just covered it all.
Sounds good. Game 4 coming up next, guys.